Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Susan Churchill. Welcome to Good Morning Bouncing. Today we're bringing in loving clarity. I hope you're all doing well. Hi, Lynn. Hi, June. Let's start with our minute for peace. So, what we want to do is feel rooted down into the ground, start to feel the peace of the earth that is always a part of you. Be aware of it coming up through the body, releasing any extra energy you no longer need, releasing it out as something beautiful, letting the light and love and peace from the universe come down through you. We'll bring our hands together, breathing in any way that feels right for you. Bend your knees a little bit and just let peace fill you up. So any extra can be used to radiate out to those around you. Here we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, have you been noticing when we're doing that you're starting to really feel what the vibration of peace feels like? Check that out. Okay, bringing in loving clarity today, loving clarity. Okay, into our practice and into our day. Start with your feet again, shoulder hip distance apart. Since we're already connected to heaven and earth, go ahead and start bouncing from the knees. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Scan your body and slowly relax and soften everything. From the top of your head and your forehead. If you soften the forehead, you may notice this softening coming down the sides of the nose and the cheeks. Just letting a little Mona Lisa smile be on your face. Touch the tip of the tongue behind the roof of the mouth. On the roof of the mouth, behind the front teeth. And tuck your chin in a little bit. Breathing in through the nose, slowly, deeply, gently. Breathe out through the mouth, slowly, gently, fully. And then we'll continue and bring our hands up over our heads for 5 minutes of bouncing with our hands up over our heads. So lift to 100. And let me say hi to everybody while we're doing that. Hi again to Lynn and June. And then hi to Pam, Dorothy, Faye, and Maria. Awesome. Okay, very good. Hands are over our heads. We're bouncing. Just me looking at getting my thing ready. There we go. All right, hands up over our heads, best we can. Letting the wrists be limp. So the hands are limp against the wrists and they're not working at all. What if they're not working at all? Like, have you gone and gotten your nails done and you put them in the water for a little bit and then they give you a massage? And have you let yourself actually relax? That's what we're going for. As soft and untense as possible. So bounce yourself around here, having a good time. Just continue scanning. So if you just scan down your face and go down the jaw and the throat, and from the fingertips all the way down the arms, nice and slowly continue your scan. And when you come across a little tension or a lot of tension or anything that's giving you some stimulation here, saying, hey, look at me, then set your attention to that area for a few moments and see or feel or know the shift is happening. And then continue down through the rest of the body and the legs and knees and ankles and feet and into the earth. We'll continue for 3 minutes. You can do that softening scan over and over. You can do it from above down, down to up, inside to out, whatever feels right for you today, or just noticing one spot at a time. What's giving you, wants your attention. So, we have a conversation. All right, what's going on, C7? And see if you get an answer. We like our hands up over our heads if we can. Anytime you get those elbows over the shoulders, you're having more stimulation for your heart and lung systems. This is a healing practice. We're learning how we are healers and how to listen to what our chi and body are telling us. Last night I had lots of work to do, and it was like 7:45, and my body said, no more work. Go get ready for bed. And I'm like, I got so much work to do. Hi, Martha. And body said, no, go to bed, get renewed. Tomorrow is another day. So now I'm letting the universe help me get all the things done that I need to get done today. With ease, that's my intention. Plus our inner clarity, loving clarity. Ooh, cool. I can use loving clarity. That, so I can be lovingly clear about what is important for me to accomplish today. What about you? Got another 30 seconds or so. Bouncing, waking up our chi. Feel the life force moving. We're actually giving a massage to our internal organs when we do this. We're helping that connection between the earth and our feet, that bubbling spring, so we can bring the energy up and release the energy down. Just from bouncing and breathing, because we're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, so that's good detoxification. Let's take our hands down to our sides, and we'll go side to side. Open, open, open. All blockages are gone, completely healed. And maybe while we're doing our practice, we can send, if you're familiar to the, for the 3, I think we did 5.5 actually. Well done. Level 3 healing group, and people put their intentions in. So maybe part of our intention could be to send healing chi to everyone on that list from before to the end of time. Sound good? Yeah. All right, very good. So do shoulder shrugs. Hi, Marlene. Pull the shoulders up. Hi, Alicia. Head goes back. Scrunch back a little bit. Remember, your knees still have a little bend in them. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. We release the whole shoulders down and the head comes up. We feel or know that spinal fluid is coming up into the brain and helping to heal anything that needs healing. And then we release the shoulders down or pull them down and then release, releasing stress. All right, 2 more sets. Shoulders up, head back, tongue touching the roof of the mouth, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Just hold for 9 seconds or so and release the shoulders down. We don't want to hold too long because we don't want to cut off the brain and get all dizzy. Pull the shoulders down, blood to the brain and all that. So make sure you're only doing about 9 seconds. One more time. Shoulders come up. How far can you lift them up without engaging like pushing? Just lifting them up. Scrunch back a little bit. So you bring your head back, but you don't go any further than what is comfortable. You know, you just enough that you're holding the head onto the shoulders. You're just kind of gluing it on just momentarily. And then when you're ready, we slowly separate. The shoulders come down, the head comes up. Chi, so now we use our visualization and feelings, and we bring the chi up through the whole body and chi field, swishing, a big swish through, clearing out everything, thoughts and emotions and everything that might be zooming around in your brain, or old dreams, and then whoosh, big wave comes back down, and pull the shoulders down. Feel how cleansing that is, tapping the cheekbones. So we want to be as close to that edge of the eye socket as you can. In the beginning of the eyebrows, the same, right there at the corner of the eye socket, hitting that point. Cup the top of your head. Feel the vibration. Let's hang out here a little longer. Feel it going down through the face, down to the chest, down to the lower dantian, the tummy. Can you feel it going down further through the hips and the legs and down to the bottom of the feet? The vibration is what's doing the work. Cup the base of your head. It's waking up the chi. It's getting moving. We're coming down to the C7. Hi, Susan. Bringing in peace and miracles. Love it. And protection and safety. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. And everyone, you can do that. You put your intentions right there in the comments too. We're all together and ready to help everyone. So now we're waking up the chi even more so, but directing it to the heart and lung systems. So if you haven't done this before, I'll explain this next time. So we're going to clap 9 times. And we cup the inside of the left elbow first, going to the lungs, and then the right side. So the clapping is the heart, and the underarms the heart, and then the other 2 are specifically to wake up the chi and get it moving in the lung system. And if you're doing this one and you start coughing, that's telling you you've got something going on. That's okay. It's a signal. It's information. And so that you will want, let's do one more set. That's something you can just hang out the rest of the time we're doing our practice and just go back and forth doing these 4 things, which would be really good. Or you can just do one of them. Heart and lung work very closely together. So of course doing all of them, maybe what you need today, or maybe you just need to cup the window of the lungs. So, and if you're laying down, because you could do the standing, sitting, or laying down. If you're laying down, you could just do it like this. You just are not having a day. You're like, oh, right? And just cup. So not slapping, but cupping the vibration. You don't have to do it hard. Just feel the vibration. All right? Okay. Cup the kidneys. Rub with the backs of your hands and the palms. And then we're going to come down to the tailbone and tap the tailbone, and you can go up and down the sacrum here. And then the hips. So when you're finding the hip point, you'll find like where your arms come down, right? Bring them up and back. And you'll find a little dimple area, and that's where you want to go. Because the vibration is going to come in. It's not going to jar your bones. It's going to come in and open up the channels. All right, this one feels good. We can do this a little longer. If you've got arthritis, there's a lady, I think it was the lady on the healing with such bad arthritis that she's crawling up the stairs on her knees. So let's all just focus right there and do this a little longer and just help her to move that chi so she can walk again up the stairs. Awesome. We'll come down to our knees, cup the knees, reach around to the back, cup both sides left and right. Awesome. Very good. So that's the active exercises. Breathe in and out. Move a little bit. See how you feel. How alive are you right now? Excellent. So now we'll get into beginning of the universe position. So now this is, we did the active exercises. We're going to get in beginning of the universe where we connect our chi field to the highest chi field available, unconditional love of the universe. Yeah. And we use Master Lin's password because you know, he's a master at it, so he's able to live on this planet and where we are, and yet vibe a higher vibration. So we are basically on his coattails, as you might say, and connect to him and all his masters. And that way, what we're asking for, you know, we are able to get that chi that much easier and faster, and especially we're working together. Okay. So standing with your feet shoulder hip distance apart, elbows out, fingers open, smile on your face. Tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. Tuck your tailbone. Tuck your chin. Feel yourself, your form, and notice, wow, my form's greatly balanced today. Or you say, I invite balance today. The peace really has been helping me be balanced by this point when we do that minute of peace at the beginning, because I feel myself actually moving during it and getting into form, into balance. So feel their form and then feel what else is there. Movement of chi, of light, of energy. Feel yourself lightening up. You're almost lifting your arms. You're almost lifting your feet off the ground. You're almost flying away. And you say the password, I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. We forget that we're one with everything. We get in the mind. We forget. So this is our opportunity to remember to expand. And then you connect to what's most divine for you, what you feel it's easy for you to feel. Love from a family member, your creator, the water, your pets, whatever it might be, your kids, your grandkids, your dreams. And then you pour in all your intentions for the day. I am so grateful. I stay as connected as possible to help as many people, creatures, things as I can in this day. You smile, and then you bring your hands together like this. And we're going to move into connecting with our body's energy. So this now we're moving into the healing movement. So give me a yell if I get too quiet. I'm sorry, I'm back further and I haven't been paying attention to that. So you take your fingers and you have them all connected, and then you bring them up and down with your elbows out. So elbows in is not going to help as well. So good, better, best. Best is elbows out. And then just bring them up and down until they hold themselves into place. And you'll know that because you'll feel extra pressure on the fingertips. And we're going to, well, before we bend our knees, let's have our weight on our left foot. I'm going to move over a little bit because I'm going to run out of space on my rug. And then stretch your right foot out so you're a wider stance, like a step and a half a step more. And then bend your knees. Okay? Now feel yourself, your body in good form. The spine is nice and straight. The shoulders are still softened. Adjust if you need to. Let your toes flatten or grasp the floor. And then when you breathe in, you're going to let your body just slide over to the left side. You can hold here for a few seconds. And then when you're ready to breathe out, you slide over to the right side. So we're going to slide to the left when we breathe in. And we're going to slide to the right when we breathe out. And you may go up and down, or you may kind of do more of just a slide across. So whatever is right for you is perfect, because your chi, see, this is where we're going to let go of control and let our chi start to do the movement for us. We're helping the lung system. We're using the color white. You can think of fall season. We're helping the lungs, the skin, the nose, the sinuses. We help to release grief, sadness, and depression as we cultivate what we call contentment. So go ahead and go back and forth and just enjoy this for another 2.5 minutes. And if your body moves, you allow it to move. contentment. You're okay in this moment. You're okay in this moment. You're okay in this moment. Choose to be compassionate with yourself and allow yourself to be okay in this moment. Compassion, clarity, loving clarity. And if something comes up for you, that's okay. You don't push it aside. Just notice. Let the chi help you to release. What's come up to release or to work through. Let yourself feel. And sometimes you'll be emotional, and that's great because that's a release. Sometimes you'll yawn, sometimes you'll have aches or twinges or itchiness or tingling. It's all good. Sometimes you get hot or cold. Sometimes you don't experience anything, but it's still happening. You're still moving your chi. And when you finish this next one, we'll come back to center. Feel yourself all coming back. And when you feel that, then bring that right foot back in. Bring your hands up. And I'm just going to check our time. Okay, about time. So we'll gather our chi. So let's take our fingers and interlace them and feel as if we've called all the chi we cultivated into a ball in the lower dantian. We're helping it squish in there. And then rub your stomach up on the right, down on the left, up on the right, down on the left. Or just say, you're turning it clockwise as you spin, spin, spin this ball of light. And it gets smaller and brighter and smaller and brighter and smaller and brighter until it finally turns into a tiny little energy pill. So I'm actually seeing a lemon, so that's cool. And then drop it deep behind the navel. Rub your hands together, open your eyes when you're ready to do so. Slide 2 fingers to the sides of the nose to the forehead, around the face and down the chin. And you're just massaging all over your body when you do this. This one, you're sending light and love all over. And then we'll do our ears too, because that's the same. You're massaging. Now we're going to massage the ears around and then pull the earlobes. And you can even do kind of a digging a little bit with your knuckles to help get all the points of the ears. And if you're interested in learning about that, you can look up like acupressure points or acupuncture points and see where they're connected to the different parts of the body. All right? And one giant 10,000 hand breath in. Allow the universe to pour gifts into your arms that are for you, and you radiate out anything that's extra that's come in for someone else, because the universe knows what you might encounter today, right? And so we're going to say, I'm so grateful that I have whatever anyone else needs as well. Isn't that lovely? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I send you many, many blessings and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Okay, bye.